This is a really critical time in the United States because it's just a couple of months until the midterm elections, effectively the general elections for this country. And we've already heard from the likes of Facebook, from Microsoft, Twitter, about campaigns from Iran and Russia that are already trying to use their platforms that they have blocked. So during this hearing, we're hearing from the likes of Sheryl Sandberg and Jack Dorsey extensively talking about the thousands of people they're employing to try and stop this kind of foreign interference. So they've said things to the effect of that they've hired thousands of people to block fake accounts to really make sure that these accounts are all real people. They've also talked about how they want to vet any political ads that are put on the platforms. The difficulty with all of this is monitoring the content altogether and making sure they don't infringe on the First Amendment rights, the freedom of speech, and create censorship. So that is the tricky bit. Now, we're expecting to get more questions on that. They've been accused of bias, trying to stop material that's more conservative politically, even by the likes of the president. And so they're going to be really adamant about making sure that they don't come across as being political anyway. They might get a bit technical, talking about how algorithms determine the type of content that users get rather than political bias. But those are the types of questions we're expecting to get more and more of as the hearing progresses.
And Leonie, where could this lead? Is there any appetite for any kind of legislation or regulation on social media?
There is. There's actually quite a lot of talk about creating an oversight body or regulation body. It's very difficult on how that's going to happen, considering the fact that we're in uncharted territory at the moment with social media. So the head of the Federal Communications Commission, which is effectively the telecoms regulator here in the United States, wrote a blog just a couple of days ago ahead of this hearing just to talk about what he thinks is possible. He thinks it's possible to set up some kind of an oversight body that can monitor how these companies do business, and that can become more transparent. And in that way, they are helping the public, and they can do that without actually censoring the content. Now, it's all very hypothetical, as I said, at the moment, but those are the types of things that are being talked about.